Ah, excuse me, motherfucker. So I take this fence down. I put up this fence with my neighbor right here. This fence is already there. And I'm chooching my life, you know? I bought a house in December, I'm doing my thing. So I'm not gonna tell you where I am, or what town, or where I live. You could probably figure it out yourself. And I'm definitely not gonna tell you what this is, or what property that is, because holy shit. So I take down the fence, and some of you might have your own comments, and I'll go upstairs, but as you can see, see if I can get it real good here. All the leaves accumulate between the fence and where it blows. So obviously the corner here is, you know, it was a stockade fence previously. So, you know, okay, so by the time you watch this, you'll see that there was two trees right here. You can see the stump, where the wood is right there. And I can't see because of the canopy. So I'll make a phone call. My next door neighbor on the right, nice guy. Oh, excuse me, I got a Chuchi Fanguli over here. Doing 4 things at once. I got my ice coffee over here. I made it over there. I got the Chuchi over here. We put this over here. Excuse me. So multi-part, 2-part video. Oopsie. Oops, you. We gotta go down. We put it over here. And I'll finish the video in about a minute. Okay, so long story short, extremely long story short, my next door neighbor has a pool. These trees had the fucking pollen on it that accumulate in the ball, you know, that brown shit. It gets in my gutters. I went up a couple days ago actually I went up Father's Day and cleaned the gutters out. Blah, 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 I don't care. So he's been busting balls. I said, nah, there's always time, you know. The front of the lawn of this complex in this place, you know, looks like a golf course. So here we are, doing our thing. And I finally call. I speak to this guy, John, which obviously, who cares, if, you know, that's his real name. And I say, hey, John, you know, I live on the back on this street, and I live behind the so-and-so building. Oh, okay. I just moved in. I took the fence down, and I was just curious if your landscape crew could just... Well, I don't have a landscape crew. I have one full-time guy, and then I have like a half a guy for the summer. We don't, you know, we're a certain establishment, so we don't, you know, we don't pay. You know, we don't have money. Oh, okay, you don't have money. Okay, I said, well, can you clean up back here? This is, yeah, it looks like the whole crew. So here's his pool. There was a big tree right here, as you see, and there was a tree here, and I see a guy all the way down there. He's probably going to mow the lawn. He's going to shoot rocks all over the place. Or maybe they're just finally working on this area. So no problem. This guy's working, trying to get the focus. This is my cell phone. That's another story. Yeah, good. Well, you know what? The grass doesn't prevent the leaves don't prevent the grass from growing anyway. So just because you don't see it back here, that doesn't mean it's, you know, you shouldn't clean your area, you know. So we bust balls. He calls up. He gets the tree going. No big deal. And that's it. And I call up. And he says, well, you know, bop, bop, beep, bop, bop, bop. You know, I'm running 1.5 guys. You know, we got to maintain the front so it looks good. You can kind of see it over there. Even that looks good over there. If this phone focused on the grass and not the screen after it strained itself. So I said, okay, no problem. I said, I give you 2 weeks. Today's actually a week and a half. It's a Wednesday. But I was going to call next Monday and I was going to say something stupid, which I probably don't have the balls to say given the type of building it is. And I would have said, hey, John, it's Joe over on so-and-so street. I was just curious, remember our conversation we had? Yeah. Well, now I'm going to start throwing my garbage over the fence. So I was going to take my white garbage bags and I was going to heave them over this fence until enough accumulated. and all the fucking bugs and excuse me, I'm sorry, bugs and the you know, animals. But I probably wouldn't have said that because he does know where I live, and people turn around, and he could tell this guy to throw his garbage over. But long story short, you're not going to stop there. So what I'll do is I'll wait till he's done, and then I'll go out and I'll clean my own. I have a landscaper, but you know how that goes. He's got to do 1,000 fucking properties a day. So then I'll go out and I'll clean over there and I'll do my own thing. Let them shoot. She's got probably about another hour or so. And here's this guy. Here's probably the guy who's permanent. The guy who's on the payroll, right above the fence in the middle. Yeah. Oh, I got my Rodon mower. And first of all, you have no money. That lawnmower is anywhere between $10,000 to $20,000. That's not a put. That's just something you ride on. Now the front of the building, people, yes, you need that. It's very big. It ends here, but it goes another 4 houses to the left, if not 5 or 6. So yes, you would need something like that. But no, they're finally cleaning up back there. I'm sure, in haste. Hey John, can you go back there and clean? The neighbors are complaining. Oh, what the fuck, So anyway, this is his pool and his whole thing, and now the trees are gone, which you already watched by the time you watch this, and we're gonna try to get them to get rid of this tree in the winter, but that's not gonna work out because it's gonna cost money. Okay, guys, that's enough. It's 6 minutes. Maybe I'll come back real quick when it's done, but after 6 minutes, he started over here, so maybe a half hour he'll be done. Just chooch on what it looks like now. And yeah, even over here, it's the corner. It gets so bad. The wind just whips the dead leaves. And these are dead leaves. These are from last winter. And obviously the leaves are green. They don't fall now. So I could just imagine every single year, I'm going to have to do, right? I'm going to have to call this guy in the middle of June, and he's going to be busy, and he's not going to come back here and clean his leaves because these guys are maintaining the nice property over there. So this is going to be an ongoing thing. So in order to not see it, I could put up another white fence, but this is about 75 feet times how many feet, it's about a $3,000 job. So for right now, I could think of other things to do with $3,000. But if you're bad, it's a building that's not really used that much, so I don't really mind the privacy. And even if I was back there, I'd still say hi to the guy. I'm not back there naked. All right, so we'll see what happens when he's done. Thank you.